And okay, we're recording. All right, guys, so welcome to tonight's Empower Hour. I'm Angie Zambrano, owner of the Fat Loss for Real weight loss group. And I wanted to hop on for tonight's Empower Hour to share some tips with you about the diet plan. Okay, so about my Fat Loss for Real diet plan. So just kicking things off here, I am getting started a couple of minutes early. I wanted to kind of, get going with some updates and things for the group while people are coming in. And I just started doing these Empower Hours, so if we're slow to getting some people on over the weeks, it'll kick up and people will start coming on as you guys get used to the schedule with the Empower Hours. So it will be every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If that changes, I'll let you guys know. I am a busy mama, so sometimes, I have to change up the way that, the timing and everything. So I don't need to explain, you guys understand. So one quick update was that I had started up the Inner Circle group. And so in doing that, I realized that it's actually, dividing up my coaching in a way that's not benefiting as many people as I would like to benefit. So what I'm doing is I'm just keeping everything here in the Fat Loss for Real group. That way everybody has access to these Empower Hour calls. Everybody has access to the same coaching and training and everything from me. So regardless of, any of it. So that's one quick update, something that I just switched up this morning. And so there will be, the yin yoga classes will be happening here in the group. And hey, Judith. Let's see if we can, I see your name, so I'm just waiting to see where you pop up. You can go ahead and do the video if you're comfortable with that. There's like on the bottom left side of your screen, there'll be a little video camera and it'll say start video. So, okay, I'm gonna keep going, Judith. I see you're on here, but I can't hear you or see you. But yeah, so, okay, hang on, let's see what, we're just getting stuff started anyway, so let's see. Okay, and Leanne is asking about the Empower. So, hey Leanne, I'm actually just getting started right now with the Empower Hour. If you go into the Fat Loss for Real group, you'll see the link right there. I just posted it. It says Zoom, like a big post that says Zoom on it. You click on that and it'll open up the video for the call. Okay, let me know if that works. So yeah, so tonight I just want to cover, the diet plan, and I want to make sure everybody's clear on how to follow the diet plan. It's been a long day. Let's see, and then let me just see why I am small. Why am I small? Doesn't make sense. 1 second here. Yeah, so I want to make sure everybody's clear on the diet plan, and like anybody that hops on, you can ask questions about, any kind of questions about the diet, right? There was like a little hiccup in the group where I had you guys going to a link that was showing you my, my diet plan, menu plan, and giving you access to the Beyond the Struggle course. I think that for a lot of people that got confusing, and I think a lot of people ended up with just my menu plan. And so, let's see, got a little message here, but is it Judith, are you trying to send a message? But yeah, so I think there was a bit of a mix up there where the menu plan was mistaken for the diet plan. And I had a lot of people kind of like, hey, is there anything else I can eat besides this? And I think I had a lot of people that were kind of like, they were kind of like, I'm not going to eat like this. Like if this is Angie's plan, then I'm not going to eat like this. So I want to clarify tonight for everybody, just to know that Okay, just to know that there is the diet plan and then there is the menu plan. So you totally can just forget about the menu plan. Like, only use that if you feel like you need that. Like, if you feel like it's going to benefit you and you're going to like, it's going to make you do better, then there you go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. Judith, if you don't mind, I'll unmute you. I don't know why. Let's see, unmute. Let's try that. It's not. It's been a while since I've been on Zoom. I used to do the Empower Hours and stuff, but I'm not really sure. There we go. I hear you. Oh, I hear you, but I don't see you. Your video's still off.
Floors plus get 12 months special financing.
I can hear you, Judith.
By Tuesday.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. I can hear you. You don't have to come on video if you don't want to. I know it's like people are like, or like they'll call you on a video call and you're like, I'm just waking up. Like, I've had that happen where I've just like not realized there was a video call and picked it up and I was like, I understand if some people don't want to be on video. Not always the best time of day, you know? Judith, I'm gonna mute you as long as, like, if you have a question, then I'll unmute you so we can just to keep the. Okay, so then what I wanted to do then is yeah, just make sure that you guys understand the diet plan, like because it's, you actually have a lot of variety, you have a lot of choices, a lot of options for what to eat, and lots of things to eat when you're eating out and all of that stuff. So hey Leanne, you made it. You can open up your video and things if you want. You don't have to, it's not required. And I was just muting out everybody until I opened up for questions and things, just so we don't have like too much noise going on in the background. But tonight's call is all about just clarifying the diet. Leanne, I know you've been with me for a while, so I know you're pretty clear on my diet plan and how it works and all that stuff, but it never hurts to like go back over it. And I did want to address like, ways to make it work, I absolutely know as a mother, I know like as a mother and a wife, I know like grocery shopping, and I know having to budget and having to, if you're changing up your eating, it's going to change up your budget for your food and spending and things like that. So there's lots of factors when, it comes to getting on a diet plan and going on that weight loss journey. It's not, and these are part of the stresses that, my mindset course it's helping with, that it's designed to help with, but I target all of the problem areas. So like I've left no stone unturned. And I'm well aware that those challenges are present when you are embarking on a weight loss journey. So, and Judith, we spoke earlier today, and, things like what's happening with your family and what your spouse may or may not like, and making it work for everybody. So, my diet plan, I like to say, is very friendly to like to the family, right? It's very family friendly. All of it can be adapted, and you can add carbs or take them out for yourself, with most like common dishes that we usually have with our families anyways. That was really something that was like a positive for me when I was looking into, because I actually originally got into the Tim Ferriss's low carb diet. So it goes with his 4-Hour Body book, and over time evolved, it evolved into my own plan. So I stopped doing certain things that he was recommending, and I was getting results myself. So it's all been, like it's evolved, but out of that. So it just like when I was looking into plans and trying to find, something that would work for me and work for my family, that was the plan that I found was the most like compatible with a normal family, like a normal American family. I'm sorry, it's like just like a normal, regular old household that eats normal food. Like it's no like weird diet foods. It's not this like super off the wall. Like, and I don't want to like tear down people that are health nuts and like super into, I don't know, like eating super, super clean and all of that. I think it's a wonderful thing, but I felt like I needed something that was more of a middle ground, that I didn't have to become like a health nut overnight. I just needed to, you know, have something that would help me improve my health, would also help me shed the weight, which was a huge factor because I tried lots of different ways to, you know, to eat healthy. I tried a lot of different, like eating raw vegan, eating raw vegan. You're not going to eat raw if you're not eating raw vegan. So I tried eating raw vegan. I tried eating, what else did I do? I tried eating only fruit. I tried eating, just greens, like cutting out the protein, but just eating greens. Like I tried so many different things. And I tried eating just low carb, just straight low carb, like cutting out all of the carbs all the time, eating only 20 carbs a day for the rest of my life. Like none of it lasted. And I just really felt like it wasn't something sustainable. So that was like key to my success with weight loss. It's key to me keeping my weight, in a healthy range, is having something that is doable. It's something that it's realistic. I can live and function in the real world while following this diet plan. So, and I continue to follow it. It's something that helps me manage my weight. It's not just something that helped me lose weight. It helps me manage my weight. It helps me to, it helps me to manage my weight. It helps me to have control over my weight. So, and it's been just over 3 years now since I lost, the bulk of my weight, and I've kept it off. So it's not like, it was not a temporary thing. It was not a quick fix. It wasn't something I did it surprisingly, shockingly, and then lost it, lost the results, right? So the diet was a huge, factor in that. It was other things too. It was the mindset stuff, like what I share in the Beyond the Struggle course. It was the supplements that I used. It was a lot of things, right? It was not just the diet, but it certainly was like a key role in helping me to actually get those results, keep them and keep going, and like be able to get somewhere and actually make a transformation. So that's like my biggest goal here with the Fat Loss for Real program, is to help you guys get results, keep them, and like make a real transformation in your life. And that's not, I don't say that lightly. Like it really means a lot to me to show up here and be the person that's going to help you guys to make that transformation, because I know for over 2 decades I struggled with my weight. I thought I was going to struggle for the rest of my life. I thought that I would never figure it out. My aunts didn't figure it out. My other relatives and some of my siblings, it's just like everybody around me, like that had a weight issue, couldn't figure it out. And I grew up, going to see like my grandmother and my aunt. We'd go up every summer, me and my sister, and we'd go up, and every year was something new that we had to like, follow every year. It was like one year we went up and it was like, we're eating whatever junk food, but then the next year it's like we can only have tea with a little bit of honey. And there I could see that they were trying to make an effort. And I would see my grandmother with her tuna and things, and trying to cut back on the fat and the calories and watch this and that, and her diet soda, Diet Coke all the time. I mean, it's just, I grew up around that, like seeing the struggle. And so, it was a very real thing for me that I thought, I really don't think that this is ever going to get solved. Like, I am never going to figure it out. So, having been able to make this transformation in my life is huge to me. And it means a lot to me to be able to, I feel like a huge responsibility in the world to bring this information and this knowledge and the possibility for transformation, and really actually losing weight, keeping it off, making a change in your life. It's a huge thing that is deeply important to me. And I feel a huge responsibility to deliver that information, considering how big of a problem it is in the world. So, all of that goes behind everything that I share with you guys, goes behind my diet plan. Everything that is in my diet plan, excuse me guys, my nose is, got itchy there for a minute. But everything in my diet plan I mean, it goes across the board on everything, all of my coaching, all of my Beyond the Struggle course, the supplements that I use, everything is designed to help you stay on plan. So the way that the diet is set up, the way that you have one off day per week, the way that you eat during the week, it's all designed to help you stay on plan. It's designed to help you reduce the two biggest problematic areas, which is the cravings and hunger, which is also what my supplements target. And then, you know, getting your blood sugar balanced and lowering cravings and hunger so that you're not constantly needing to eat. I absolutely know how that was. I mean, I know how it is. Like, even if I slip up and start eating too many carbs, you know, or have like 2 off days in a week, which does happen, guys. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm, you know, perfect over here and I never have, you know, a time when life gets the best of me and I go and have 2 off days. You know, it's happened. It's happened. It will happen. It will happen to you. The point is to keep going and get back on track and don't fall into the pit of despair and like, well, you know, just give up and throw your hands in the air because you went off, you know, twice. You got to stick with it and stick at it. But, you know, I know that when I do take, you know, more off days than I should or whatever, I know those cravings kick in right away, and getting back on track is like, it's even more of a challenge, right? But when I get back to the diet and I get back to my supplements and make sure that I'm staying on top of everything, the cravings and the hunger go down. And so too does the anxiety and everything that usually comes with that. Again, is, you know, that's more of what's being addressed in the Beyond the Struggle course. I've got that 30-day challenge in there too, kind of a side note here. I have the 30-day challenge that I did a while ago. I need to like gather up all of the videos and put them into a unit, because there's some that are in the unit, but then there's some that are lives that I did that are kind of scattered in the group here. So what I'll be doing is putting all of that together inside the unit. I just need to take the time to go in there and gather everything, download them and add them and all that stuff. So but you guys will have that too as a resource for like mindset stuff, like working on your mindset. Basically what we're doing there is increasing our psychological flexibility. I've like had such a long day. But increasing our psychological flexibility is going to help us to make better choices and be more fluid with making difficult choices, right? Making those changes, the things that stress us out, like changing up what we're eating and having to change up our budget and having to change up what our family is eating and all of that. We're going to need that psychological flexibility, and that's also what the yin yoga helps with. It's actually like, it's an actual practice of being in a sort of uncomfortable situation and sitting in it and just being present with it and watching. So what I'm going to do real quick here is just go over the diet plan, and then I want to open up if anybody has any questions about anything, or if you guys would just like to, you know, like chat about, you know, yeah, ask questions, and then we can chat about the diet and any kind of questions about, you know, eating out and that sort of stuff. I know I was telling you earlier today, Judith, that I'm going to be putting getting the restaurant cheat sheet out. I got to get it out of the menu plan because it's in there and like, I don't know if, see, I got to get stuff organized here. I'm not perfect, guys. We'll get it though. We'll get it there and we'll, you know, like there will be like a better flow here. But yeah, so with the diet plan, what we are aiming for, okay, is to cut out like all of the carbs and sugars during the 6 days a week, including fruit, okay, including fruit. Sounds nuts, but you got to trust me on this. This is, you know, like, I know when I was trying all kinds of diets under the sun, I know there came a time when I said, well, you know what, I got to trust somebody. I got to trust somebody that they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. It was so hard. It was so hard. I was like, I don't want to trust nobody. don't trust anybody because nobody's getting me a result. It's like trying all these diets and nothing's working. So I was like, but I was like, no, I need to trust at some point. I got to just like, okay, like, let me just, put my opinions aside and trust. So no fruits, 6 days a week. Okay. It's what I did. It's what I did. It's what Cheda Reyes did. It's what Loretta did. Okay. Che is down 60 pounds with me. Loretta dropped 48 pounds with me. So put that, talk aside, because I know it. I did it too. You got to put it aside and just trust. So no fruits. Okay. And believe me, it won't be as painful as it sounds. Like I said, everything's designed to help you. It's designed to help you make it possible, make it easier, make it faster, right? It's faster if you can stay on board. That makes your weight loss happen faster. If you can stay on board, if you can stay on plan, like a diet that's manageable, then you're going to lose weight faster than if you keep falling off and going back on and falling off and going back on because you can't handle it. That's another problem. We'll talk about that in another video, but that's another problem with dieting and dieters and people trying to lose weight is that they want these like really rapid results, but then they go to extremes and think that, they're going to just get there quick, but it doesn't happen like that. That brings up another thing about the off day, but I'll get to that. I wanted to talk though about what we're going to be eating though. If you have not yet seen the diet plan, let me know if you don't have a working PDF for the diet plan, because I know Facebook had some issues the other day. I sent out a ton of PDFs and everybody's like, this doesn't work, it won't open. So let me know if it's not working. I also shared it in the group here. There's a post, like few posts down here, you'll see the PDF and that should be a working file. But so with the diet, I've got my little fancy printed out and got it all laminated and everything, but I feel so official with this. I love it. And Dave really helped me with all the graphics and stuff. So I'm really excited about it. But what to eat while dieting. Okay. No, sorry, what not to eat. Don't get that one mixed up. What not to eat is the very first thing that gets covered in the diet. What not to eat. So you're talking all your breads, carbs, sugars, pastas, rice, all of that stuff. None of that. Okay. On the 6 days. On the 6 days. It's not that bad. It really isn't. And then what to eat while you're dieting. You can have your non-starchy veggies. Now, if it's not listed on here, I don't have a complete list of non-starchy veggies. So this is just to kind of give you an idea of, what I'm talking about. So if, something's not on here and it's a low-carb veggie, you should be good to go. And if you're not sure, be sure to drop me a question in the group. Just hit me up, or you can text me or hit me up in Messenger. You have lots of different avenues for staying in touch with me and getting your questions answered. Okay. And I will always be available. Like, I will always get back to you. I'll always let you know. And if I don't know, I'll go and research it and I'll let you know. Okay. So I'm committed to helping you guys.
Said that you tagged me a post.
Oh, I can hear you. Is that Judith?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Did you have a question?
No.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mute you out, and then I'm gonna open up the line in a bit so we can do questions and stuff. Okay. And okay, so like I said, if it's not here, just ask me, and I'll let you know. And then your proteins. So you've got on here like your meats and stuff, and then you've got your beans. The beans, guys, I know some people are like, I don't like beans. I don't want to eat beans. They're gonna help you. Like I said, everything in here is designed to help you stay on plan. The beans are satiating, and they really are like a comfort food when you're dieting. So if you're going from eating bread every day and oatmeal and all this stuff, like I know I was so excited when I found out, because I had, like I said, I did low carb and stuff. I was so excited and relieved when I started doing that thing, eating beans on my plan, like eating low carb and eating beans, and I saw the scale move. I was like, I was beside myself. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. because I couldn't have oatmeal, which was a comfort food for me. I couldn't have bread. I couldn't have cereal. I couldn't, none of it, you know. No Mexican bread for breakfast, like except on my off day, you know, because we were down in Mexico when I lost a lot of weight. But yeah, I couldn't do any of it. So I was like, beans? I can have beans? Oh my God. I was so excited. Like, and it wasn't just like being told to me. I was getting the result. So I was really excited. And then you've got your seasonings and condiments and stuff. Your seasonings are all your spices and everything, as long as there's no sugar in it. I mean, that's just really simple. See, the diet is simple. That's another aspect of the plan that makes it doable. It makes it manageable, something you can stick to, right? It's an effective diet plan. It's something you can really, like, I can manage this, you know? It's like, that's how I felt about it. It was like, okay, this isn't too much. It's not asking me to buy, you know, 20 different Japanese ingredients that I've never ever shopped for in my life and probably never will. Like, again, it's like, I did that stuff, you know, like going to all the different like Asian stores and everything and trying to buy all these weird things that I've never in my life bought, and I haven't bought again, but spending lots of money trying to follow some plan, you know, just for the sake of weight loss, like just so I can lose weight. So yeah, and then your condiments are, again, like keeping it away from sugars. Like if you want to use mayo, I use Duke's mayo. I don't know. I mean, all you need to look for though is like a real mayonnaise, not real mayonnaise, not the brand, but you need to look for one that is just like pure mayonnaise and it doesn't have added like starches, food starches, and like potato starch or rice starch. They put all kinds of starches and things. Even some of the mustards will have it. I love this Cuban mustard, but they put sugar and starch and stuff in it. And I'm like, why'd you go and do that? Just had to add the spices and the mustard, and like, why do we have to put sugar in it and everything? So yeah, you have your condiments, and then your fats and oils, of course, like the stuff that you're going to cook with. And, you know, you can have butter, you can have olive oil, all that stuff. Coconut oil, like, I guess Dave did some research, so we've kind of moved away from eating too much coconut oil. Something about it not being good for consuming too much, like because we had tried keto before and we were eating a bunch of coconut oil, and then we found out that it's maybe not okay to be eating that much coconut oil. I think too much of anything is not good. So, and then you have your drinks. So in here, you're going to see listed that, you know, it's like water and coffee and whatever, but you're going to see the ISO tea in here too. Okay. That's highly recommended. I'm not going to say that you got to buy the tea. Like if you don't want to buy it and you have some other detox tea of your own that you're using that you feel is going to be effective for you, by all means use that. I, however, have used the ISO detox tea. Okay. ISO is the International Association for the Study of Obesity. So the tea was specifically formulated for weight loss. It's to help with obesity, it's to help with weight loss. So that, you know, and just the effectiveness of it. I know, Leanne, you've used the tea before, and I know Judith, you're using it currently. So it is effective. It, you know, we have experienced it. And it's effective not only in detoxing and flushing out all of the toxins and parasites and everything that's, you know, been like clogged up in our bodies, but once it flushes everything out, it's going to allow us to absorb more nutrients from the food that we're eating. And that is how we're going to get lowered hunger and lowered cravings from the tea. I actually don't have any of the new like packaged ones, but it's going to come in a package like that, or you can do instant, which is really cool. You just throw it in your bottle of water. I have my water here. You just like plop it in there and drink away and like watch how it, you know, gets to work on you. This is actually like the #1 detox tea in the world right now. So bragging a little bit about it. A little bragging never hurt. So drink the tea with it. I highly recommend it. Like I said, if you've already gone out of your way and researched and found one that you love and it's in your heart and you've got to have it, then by all means, please stick to that. Because the ultimate goal here is to be able to help you stay on plan, right? by helping you to lower your hunger and cravings, flush out your system so everything's working as well as it can to help you keep flushing the fat out of your body. And so, you know, like I said, if you already have something, please use that. But if you feel like this would be more effective, this would help you to stay on plan like it has done for myself and many of my members here, then, you know, let's get you set up with that. So, so yeah, and then you can use like lemon and lime to add to water. We drink lemon, like we get lemons for our water all the time at the restaurants. That's why we'll have water with lemon. And then you can do, we have some silly little tips on here. If you do, like, say you're out on your one of your dieting days, okay? Say it's a Friday and your off day is Sunday, and you're out with friends and you want to go have a drink, right? You can get away with having like a shot of tequila or something with like seltzer water or with Diet Coke, right? Like, it's not an all the time thing. You don't want to do it every day, but you can do that and it actually does add to your weight loss. So that is on there. You'll see that. I know sometimes we go out and we want to have a drink and we're like, well, I'm on my diet, so what do I do? That's what you do. I'm telling you, I'm giving you an answer for everything, every scenario, every situation. When I was losing weight, that was my biggest thing, was learning so much. Like, I needed to learn like how to operate in new situations that I had no clue how to operate in. That was another, you know, like turning point for me, was that I realized like I need to take note of these things. I need to not fail in these situations, but get better and learn how to operate there. So if I didn't know what to do when I was going to a friend's house and they weren't cooking something that was on my plan, I needed to learn what to do to like be able to handle that situation, right? So I'd take note of it, how I showed up, what happened, and then how I could fix it, how I could do different the next time, right? And even those times, like, I wouldn't go off plan. I would just like not eat, you know, and I would just go home and eat or grab something on the way home. So, so that's the drinks, and then you have your cheat day. Yay! You have your cheat day every 7th day dieting. Okay, so you do 6 days on and then have the 1 day off. And okay, let's talk about the cheat day. Okay, because I know from, you know, all of the history of, you know, everything we've been taught and everything we've been told about how to eat and how to eat for weight loss and what's healthy and what's not, and what we should and shouldn't be doing, and all of that. I understand. Like, I get it. Like, it probably seems like the worst idea in the world to take 1 day and eat whatever you want. But it's another situation where you need to trust the process. I had to tell myself that over and over while I was losing weight. Even though I was seeing the weight come off, I still, like, every week or every other week or every month, I had to say, no, trust the process. Because with the off day, you're doing 2 things. One, you're preventing plateaus, which is a huge problem in the weight loss space. I mean, just look up, Google plateau, weight loss plateau, or, you know, stuck, can't lose weight. Like, it's pretty bad. It's like everywhere. So you're avoiding the plateau, and then you're also avoiding, you know, burning yourself out mentally and emotionally. So when we are starting a weight loss journey, starting on our diet plan, we are not just doing a physical thing. That's why it's not just about diet and exercise. It's not that simple. Weight loss is not that simple. It's an internal journey too. And when you're just getting started out, you're used to eating a lot of things, and you're used to relying on foods and things for, you know, for comfort, or for, you know, there's a lot of different things. And it's not always just because, oh, I'm feeling depressed and I want to eat something. It's that you're also have, you know, you have been relying on those foods and things for entertainment. You've been relying on it for happy occasions, or, you know, somebody's birthday, or it's, you know, a celebration of some kind. So food is tied to a lot of different emotions. So you have to respect that, right? And this was something that I found that, you know, worked for me, was acknowledging and respecting the fact that all of these different, you know, all these different areas that I had, you know, an emotional reliance on food. So thinking that I was going to go 6 months, a year until I had lost 80 pounds, you know, and never have a piece of cake at a party, or never have a slice of pizza, or never get to eat a donut, you know, like all these things that were, you know, they were important to me. I'm not going to say they weren't. You know, I found that you've got to have a respect for that. And the off day takes care of that. It takes care of your health, and it takes care of, you know, managing, maintaining, and respecting your mental and emotional state. So, so yeah, you know, that is like the diet, like that like covers everything with the diet. And also, you know, I really want to, you know, that's why I'm kind of going into detail about all of this stuff behind how the diet came into play and why everything is there, is because I want you guys to understand how important every aspect of it is, including the off day, which can be a challenge to accept. It can be a challenge to embrace doing that and feeling comfortable and not feeling guilty, and not, you know, trying to do something different because you're freaking out because you've been told all your life not to do that. You know, I've been there. And I've tried to do different. I've tried to not trust it. And all it ever did was throw me back into problems. It threw me back into a weight loss plateau. It threw me into emotional eating, right? So that what would happen is I would think I would get smart and not do the off day because, you know, it's crazy. So I would think I'll just not do it. And then I hit a plateau, and then come, you know, Sunday was supposed to be my off day, and then come Wednesday I'm freaking out and I'm going for a cheeseburger. I'm like, well, I'm gonna like need to do this anyway. You know, like I can't go 6 months. I'm not gonna go 6 months, a year without touching a cheeseburger. It's just not gonna happen. Like, and I had tried. So I was like, okay, let me just surrender and like, okay, all right, let's just do this, you know? And I did it, and I trust the process, and boom, weight loss every week. So, let's see. Oh, are we gonna do this? Sorry guys, I gotta, okay, all right, I had to like, they want me to sign up for unlimited minutes. I guess I didn't have that already. I thought I did. So, so anyways, yeah, that's, you know, the diet, everything about the diet. But I wanted to open up everybody here and just see if anybody had any questions about the diet, or anything, you know, just like throw it at me. I'm gonna unmute everybody. So Leanne and Judith, did you ladies have any questions or any thoughts about what I've been sharing here?
Let's call Kelly. You missing me already? Maybe.
If anybody does, then I'm just gonna mute everybody, and then if anybody does, you can just let me know in the chat. You can just type it in and say that you had a question. But yeah, so so that's the diet. And then, you know, like I said, I highly recommend the tea, drinking the tea along with it. It's going to help to cleanse and detox your system. It's going to flush everything out and help you to absorb more nutrients from the food that you're eating. It is the #1 detox tea in the world. Okay. And all it is 9 herbal teas. It's a blend of 9 herbal teas. So no caffeine, it's organic. You know, it's not going to hurt you. You know, it's not even, it has no stimulants, nothing. All it's going to do is really cleanse you out. So some other supplements that I use along with the diet, again, like I said, everything on in my whole program, okay, my mindset course, the supplements that I use, the diet plan itself, everything is here to help you stay on plan. Okay, so you can get results and keep them. That is like the biggest problem out there. People can get a result. You can lose 5 pounds, but can you keep it? And, you know, can you keep that weight off and keep going until you hit your goal weight? Let's see. Oh, Leon. Oh, I appreciate you, Leon. I really do. And I'm so happy to have you on tonight. it's been a while since we got on like a call together, right? I mean, it's like, I'm so happy to be doing the Empower Hours again, because it's really, it's taking things to a different space when we can actually connect like one-on-one. I get frustrated with Facebook because I'm like, if only I could like, you know, like I just want to actually connect with my ladies. Like I don't want to just send stuff out, you know, or just show my face and talk, but I want to actually connect with everybody. That's really important to me. So I'm really grateful to be here doing this. And I know over time, as everybody gets used to the schedule and stuff, we'll get more people on. But yeah, so appreciate you, Leanne. I'm so excited that you got on tonight. I'm very happy. And so yeah, so everything, okay, everything is designed to help you stay on plan. Stay on plan so you can get results and keep those results. That was like my biggest like mantra for me when I was losing weight. I was like, I want to keep my results and I want to keep going. Like I don't want to keep backtracking, you know, and keep losing it and keep going back into this vicious like yo-yo dieting cycle. So, and never getting anywhere. Like it's so annoying. It's so, oh my God, like just, you guys know, everybody knows, everyone listening to this call knows damn well, like all too well, that frustration, man. Ooh. So, like I said, anything I'm sharing with you, okay, just know that if I'm recommending something, if I am, you know, advising something, it is all to help you get results and stay on plan so you can keep your results. So you don't backtrack and you don't keep going in that vicious yo-yo dieting cycle. And so you can make a real transformation in your life. So, yeah, so other things that I'm using, okay, other things I'm using is the energy. You may have seen that in the group. These do have like caffeine. They have green tea extract, and actually I've shared before, but I'll share it again. I used to have a real problem with drinking caffeinated coffee. I love coffee. I love caffeinated coffee. I love caffeine, but it was causing pain in my body. Literally, like if you just poke too hard on my arm, it hurt. And so I stopped, you know, I experimented and stopped drinking the caffeinated coffee. I was like, let me see if that's the problem. And sure enough, the pain went away. And I actually had pain and swelling in my chest as well. And not the good kind. Like it was not friendly. It was not nice. It was not fun. So I, you know, realized that the caffeinated coffee was causing that. And I was like, okay, I have to stop. And, you know, I'm a busy mom. I also have one grandson. Like I've got 4 kids. One's out of the house with my grandson and his girlfriend. And then I've got my youngest is my daughter who's 10. And then I have a 15 and a 17-year-old that he just started driving he just got his license. So anyways, does that you know, like share my stress? So you know, I am that busy. And so I was really bummed out. Okay. I was really bummed out when I had to give up caffeinated coffee because I enjoy waking up in the morning and getting a little boost. I was like, like this is like awful, you know? And I was like, what am I going to do? So I tried lots of different things. I tried just cutting the coffee out. I was like, fine, you know, just, I can't live with this pain, you know, I was not going to do it. So, and I knew it was obviously not something good that's happening to my body. So I'm like, just stop the coffee. And then with this, I was like, you know, I was always on the lookout for an option. I would drink just green tea, right? I would try drinking green tea or black tea or whatever. And it was like, no, that doesn't work either. It was still causing the pain. And so when I found out about NRG, I was like, you know, it has caffeine in it. I was like, nope. I can't do it. I was like, there's no way. I was like, I would tell Dave, I'm like, I can't take that stuff. I know what it's going to do. But he's like, you know what, just give it a try. Like, you got to just try it. Cause it's like, so many people are saying so many good things about it. And that it's natural, good, clean energy. That's not going to give you the jitters. And, you know, it's green tea extract, which I was like, I tried green tea, but I was like, what the heck? Let me just try it. So I tried that. I tried the energy, and like the first day I was good. Like I obviously like the energy was through the roof and I felt like great. And I was like, oh my God, like if I could just keep taking this, you know, it'd be awesome. But I was like, I got to give it like a week, you know, or at least like a few days, a week, so I can see if the pain shows up, pain and swelling. And yeah, I kept taking it and no pain, no swelling. So I can take this at, you know, we get up in the morning and make our coffee, the tea. Well, we do our drops. I'll talk about those, but we do our appetite suppressant drops first thing in the morning while the coffee's brewing, and then we do we'll do our, I'll talk about this too real quick. I won't keep you guys too much with this stuff, but we'll do our NutriBurst and then have the coffee, and I'll do my energy. Okay, I do drink decaf coffee. That's all I drink now is decaf coffee. And then with the energy, I'll take that in the morning, and I don't want to take it too late in the day because then, you know, like it won't keep you up all night just taking it in the morning. But if you take it like at noon or 1, you probably won't sleep too well. It takes like 4 to 6 hours to wear off when you take just 1 tablet. But it's really, really a clean energy that you get from it. It's not like this nasty, like jittery stuff. It also is an appetite suppressant. It's also a fat burner. Like it gets in there. It has, I need to like pull up like everything that's in it, but it's, you know, designed to also burn fat. It's also going to get in there and, you know, help to boost your metabolism, burn fat, boost your energy, and, you know, boost your stamina so that you can like have more drive and energy to get through your day. It's just, I was really blown away. I was really excited to get, you know, the boost that caffeine from coffee was going to give me, like, or, you know, the boost that I wanted in the morning, but also like it's the mental clarity. It's like so many different things. Like I can't even think of all of it. It's crazy. But I was just really excited about that main point, that it was just not giving me that pain in my body or the swelling in my chest. So super exciting stuff. And then, yeah, another tool that I use to help me stay on track, okay, that I highly recommend is the resolution drops. This little bottle here, like you do it 3 times a day, 1 dropper full 3 times a day, under the tongue for 30 seconds and then swallow. Super easy, just 1 dropper full. Do it 3 times a day and it kills your appetite. It really will. It's like, I don't know how they did it. It really works. Like I said in the beginning, guys, if you already have products, you already have supplements that you like, you're in love with them and they help you with these specific things, okay, please by all means use those. And you know, and also if you're not in a position to get all of it or any of it, that's okay. We'll work with what we can, right? I'm going to be here to help you guys no matter what, but I'm telling you what I use, what I recommend that has helped me to be able to do all of this, okay? To be able to shed so much weight and keep it off, make a real transformation. So, and then I use, also we take this liquid multivitamin, okay? Standard pills that you can buy like at the grocery store, the multivitamins, they only have a 35% absorption rate. This has a 98% absorption rate, okay? So doing it in a liquid form, and you can do the NutriBurst Plus or just the regular NutriBurst. This has got a little bit more added fiber, and it has, what does it have? Oh, and it's like sugar-free. You can actually, on my plan, take the regular NutriBurst, and it does have some sugar in it, and you'll still lose weight. I've experimented with that, but we just prefer this one because it has the added fiber and it has some other, excuse me, it has some other greens and things that are added to it that are, the NutriBurst, the regular NutriBurst for me is a little too like on the side of being like sweet and stuff. So this one's more hearty. I see you, Leanne. I see. Did you come on video? Let's see.
No, just a picture.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah. Did you have a question or anything? I'd love to hear from you, ladies.
Well, I don't really have a question, more of a case of just to kind of let you know where, like, you know where I've been, Angie, because I've been talking to you. But lost 25 pounds. I'm all but 3 pounds regained.
Okay. Okay. I think you were trying to explain that to me earlier. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and how did you lose it? Did you lose it on my plan?
I lost it before I actually found you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then unfortunately we've came into some money issues
Yeah.
and not able to purchase anything at this point, to the fact where I might even actually be selling my house to move to somewhere where I can rent.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm sitting. But yeah, no, I did use your products. I do love them.
I know.
It's just
Yeah.
a case of
Yeah.
not having the cash right now to do anything about that. So
Yeah. Well, let's work with what we can for now, you know?
yep.
We can work with the diet plan, then great, let's do that, you know? And the mindset course is excellent for working, you know, if you've got more intense things going on, like if the diet is not pulling the weight of like what the supplements could do, you know, then the mindset course is absolutely, I highly recommend like getting in there. And even like in the 30-day challenge, like I said, I need to organize those videos a little bit better, but the 30-day challenge will help you work more intensely on the inner stuff that tends to get between us, you know, and our weight loss goals. So, you know, I absolutely recommend going through that. I recommend that to anybody, whether you're doing the supplements or not. Like, you got to go through that stuff to get, you know, just get yourself, you know, right with your motivation, with your why. It's not always, you know, what we think, you know, the reasons why we're not losing weight are not always, it's not always what we think. It's not always like kind of, I don't know, like we can be kind of taken back if we take the time to go in and dig and find out, you know, what our motivation is for losing weight. Sometimes it can be like something that we didn't even think of, something we had no idea that that's actually what our motivation was. And so that's why I have exercises in there that that dig deep, right? It's all about digging and finding that true, like that real like motivation. Because when you tap into it, you tap into like a superpower. It's like you become unstoppable, right? When your motivation is right. Like I said, it's not always what we think. It's not always like, what am I keep losing track of the point I was trying to make was that, yeah, just that sometimes it's misaligned, you know, a lot of the times it's misaligned, and that's why, you know, it's not necessarily our fault that we are where we are. It's just that like, we're just not clear and things are misaligned. And then as soon as we get to the core of that, then we start to like go, oh, okay, well, this is why it's important to me. And also focusing in the positive, you know, like focusing on the positive things that we want to create in our lives, versus like the negatives that we want to get away from. Because I know it's easy to get hung up on that stuff. That was like a daily effort for me, and it still is. Like I still go through that, you know, where it's like it's hard not to get hung up on you know, the things that you're not wanting or not liking. You know, I mean, I'd just be real, like as a woman too, like I look in the mirror sometimes and I'm not happy with where I'm at, you know, and that was a big part of my journey, you know, when I first got started and everything. It was like I had to be mentally strong and, you know, focus on where I wanted to go with my life, the direction I wanted to be headed, what were the positive experiences I wanted to create, what excited me, what lit me up, what was going to pull me, and pull me for what? Like pull me through the obstacles, because they come up, you know. Things get difficult, things get challenging, changes that we have to make get challenging. And even facing friends and family, and I mean, it's a whole world of things that we face when we're on a weight loss journey. And I aim to address all of those things inside of my coaching, just to like not like to leave no stone unturned, because it's it's a wild journey. And you can get lost real easily and, lose your way, not make progress or go backwards. It's,
Yeah.
it can be tricky. So I try to, like I said, leave no stone unturned because I want to cover all these bases. You guys can have all the answers and like, oh, this came up. Well, this is what you do. Oh, this came up. Well, this is what you do. It's like, and keep you on track. So yeah.
Yeah, with me gaining the weight back that I lost, I don't know if it's part of my back problems and my knee problems or not. I can't be sure about that.
Mhm.
But I was at an appointment today, and she said, yeah, it's probably not helping for sure.
Yeah.
So I've got to get down for health.
Yeah. And then, how are you feeling about the diet plan? Like my diet plan, how are you feeling about following that? Are you feeling like that's something like doable right now financially and like, or, I mean, just how are you feeling about it overall?
Well, all the stuff in my life came up in like less than a month ago. So I'm still trying to deal through all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like the 75 things are at me right this second.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one to grab or which one to push away. So
Yeah.
I'm having a bit of a go at it, but that's okay. I'm getting better. It'll be better, but it's just going to take some time. So now I've got to get back on plan because I haven't been, right? So
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, no. And then like, keep it simple, I
Yeah.
always talk about that. Keep it simple. Like, don't, like think that everything has to be perfectly set up or, everything's got to, and I'm not saying you're like that, but I know for some people they've got to have everything stacked up in the fridge, like, meal prep and all this stuff. But for me, I'm like, if you have eggs in your fridge, make some eggs for breakfast, like just start where you are with what you have and put it together as you go. And I've always done it like that. I'm not like, great if you're more of an organized person and can have everything like prepared and stuff. I'm just not like that. Like I'm running to the grocery store like in the morning to go get eggs because, and then like people are getting hungry and I don't know, it gets chaotic sometimes, but I still manage to pull it off, even with the chaos, even with stuff not being perfect or, like a whole 7 days of meals sitting in the fridge for everybody. Cause I feel like that's really, I think maybe it could be helpful and stuff, but like, I feel like you could still fall off even if you prepped all of your meals. Like you could still decide to go do something else or still not want to eat what you made. I mean, there's just so many things. So I feel like however you can make it work for yourself, however it can be simple and manageable and something you can stick to, that's how you should do it. So that,
I'm really glad I had told you what I was feeling about what you sent me back.
Yeah.
And I didn't just walk away because I was kind of like,
me too.
It's not like you though. I know it's not like you, but
No,
I thought, well,
like,
that's what you have to do.
To know that I wouldn't do that to you.
And that's why I just said, if you have to do that, that's what you have to do. That's fine.
I was like, oh my God, I should have put an emoji in that message. So many people were like, excuse me. I was like, oh crap, oh God.
Like I say, being the fact
so
I'm not in a very good place.
Judgmental and bossy. I was just like, oh God, I just really want to help people. That's all.
Like I say, being that I'm not in a very good place right now either, that also helps in the negative thought process, right? So I tried to be positive back though.
You did. I could tell you were really trying to be sweet. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I felt so bad. I totally should have put an emoji in there, a little smiley face, something.
Well, no, and some people need that push too, and you just don't know who they are. Like,
yeah, because I did get
and I get that.
Some ladies were like, "Sounds great," And I did actually. A lady left. She just blocked me. I was like, "Oh, sorry." I didn't mean it. You didn't give me a chance to explain. So yeah. Well, I should probably wrap this up, but I wanted to do a whole Empower Hour on the diet because I feel like so many people missed what the diet was. Like I don't know. It's just sometimes you just position things in a way that it just gets complicated and people get kind of mixed up about what's what. So wanted to do one on the diet plan, and you guys have that PDF in the group. And so anybody who has any further questions or whatever about the diet, please feel free to hit me up. I'll always get back to you. I'll always let you know what's what. And then I am doing calls now. Okay, so if you want to get started, I know it's Monday, but if you want to get started on the diet plan, you want to get things going, you want to discuss like what your goals are, how long it's going to take for you to hit your goals and all that stuff, you guys can now schedule a coaching call with me. Okay, I'm just doing them. I just want to get on the phone with you guys. I want to make that real connection and have a real discussion about what your goals are, and be here to help you implement this so that you can achieve your goals. Okay, for real. This is fat loss for real. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for joining me tonight, Judith and Leanne. It was really, really special having you ladies on with me. I always love these calls. I love getting to meet you guys, and chat in person. I get so, like I said, I get so frustrated with Facebook, and just social media in general. It's just nice to actually connect person to person. So appreciate everybody, and I'll see you guys all in the group. And don't hesitate to hit me up and schedule that coaching call with me. I'd love to hop on with you and talk about your goals and help you to get positioned to implement all of this in a powerful way so that you can get results and keep working towards your goal weight. All right, you guys have an awesome night. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. See.